everybody! Doing a late night stream for Foley Fables, Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. Mostly because I'm pretty sure we're close to the end of the game, and I kind of need to push forward with the Final Fantasy series if I'm going to be in any way close to ready for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So yeah, we're doing a late night. It's late on a Sunday. I don't typically stream on a Sunday, but here we are. Gonna try it out. Let's see. How's our audio levels? Elgato's a bit loud. Ghost Trick's kind of a loud game, so I'm just gonna tone it down a little bit. That should be fine. Alright, so previously on Ghost Trick, as we're coming to the end of it, we are Cecil, recently deceased. Before we can pass on to the afterlife, we've been given a brief day or so to try to figure out who killed us, why did they kill us, who we even are. We've lost our memory. And to do that, we have discovered we can inhabit inanimate objects and activate them or trick them to just make them do things. So, make balls roll, make springs go off, that kind of thing. And we use these abilities to try to track down this conspiracy of why somebody wanted to kill us. We have partnered up with Lynn, who's a detective on the scene. Seems like she was supposed to meet with us the night that we died. Then she died. We managed to go back in time somehow, don't worry about it, and undo that death using our ghost powers. And then that sort of became a theme. The whole story is Lynn dies in some improbable situation. We roll back time, fix it, and we move on with the story. We've encountered a whole bunch of other people. Her detective mentor, two of her mentors. One of them was in prison. Turns out he was in prison for something he didn't do. As it all transpires, it's all kind of led up to this one person who turns out is us. Or maybe not. There's a person who wears our face and walks around in our dead body, somehow is puppeteering it, and they seem to have been the mastermind behind a whole bunch of trauma for our supporting cast. So yeah, we're not sure if we even are Cecil anymore, where we even came from. Did we just begin life tonight as a ghost? Are we even a ghost? What's going on? There's a lot of twists all about to twist back on themselves, and they're all about to coalesce, I think, in what should be the final stream for Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I'm sure I did a great summary of the game there. Anyway, let's jump in. Oh. No, we do not need Nemesis scaring everybody. Not yet, anyway. We'll get to him. We'll get to him probably a couple of days, I'd say. They appear to be the same save. Alright, so we have till dawn before our powers run out. That's what we've been told. It's now 4:20 a.m. Giggity. Not giggity. Nice. Blaze it. That's the one. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Professor guy who's been investigating this meteorite that fell to Earth about 10 years ago and seems to be responsible for all these ghost powers that both the villain, myself, Missile the dog, possibly other people have. Seems to be radiation from this meteor. Seems to be what's caused it. Hello! This is Judd. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Luxurious parlor has changed names. Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. The owner of the phone line. Finally gonna find all my answers. I better go. As part of our ghost powers, we can travel the phone lines. Don't worry about it. Single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil. That single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. I just reached the center of the web. The spider lives. I don't know who's saying this. I'm going to assume it's Jeff. Welcome to the Unknown. Oh. Detective Jowd? That's this guy. Welcome to the Unknown, Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egads! Never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, huh? Jowd, how the fuck did you get on a submarine? How did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yanoa was going to service. Confound it. We detectives have a little say. If there's something you want to know about the case, ask the criminals. Alright, that's the other me, who's walking around in my body. The bullet the man in red was shot with at the radio transmitter. Smart. I have a little something for you. Cabanella has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Ah, yes, Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean? You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, huh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. You need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go. Ah! There's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh, that could have gone. That could have gone somewhere pleasant. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer. The source of his powers! Ugh. Bye. Ah. What in the world was that? The Temsek fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Cecil is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. Boink. He's gonna slap Jowd. What about your man on the inside? What's gonna happen to him? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd! Where'd he go? And the power's gone too. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them. And fast. Trick time. Alright, before trick time, I need to change controller. I did spot it popping up there in the corner. Alright. Hey, who's this? So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. My loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go find Miss Lynn and Miss Kamala. Think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can. I didn't even bother to ask. But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Love Missile. He's so good. Telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Kamala, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. You'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to the phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Big time. Alright, come on, Girdle. Alright, I can't get there. I can't get there either. Alright, Missile, help me out. And swap these two. Is there any reason to do that? A little bit. But hang on. You need to get out of there. No! I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Got a bad feeling about this. Cecil, look! That black hello! It came off the hook! Uh-oh. Better answer fast. Okay, you need to go back into this. Why not? Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Cecil, where are you? Somebody please answer. Oh, I guess you can hear my voice. I'm a ghost. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought you was ignoring me. Somebody help me? Lynn? Lynn is dead. You said Lynn. Miss Lynn! We better hurry. Let's go, Cecil. Go there. No use, nobody's answering. I am pressing the button. Regret loss of. Less than ideal. Okay, sometimes DualSense does this when you swap them mid-game. Let's see if this will not change. Okay, pop back. It's Kamala! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn! She can't seem to catch a break. This is like the 5th time I think she's died. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sizzy, I knew you'd come. Miss Kamala! Miss Kamala! And Missile, too! I'm so glad to see you're alright! I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Kamala has a core now, so that means... he did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time. That was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Kamala! I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile. Could you, stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? Don't you need my powers? Let's see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it! Thank you, Missile. Took time. Wonder what happened this time. Better talk to the little lady a little more. Then, better do something about the detective lady. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, CZ? Could you tell me what happened to you? Folded her neatly and put her back in the suitcase. What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I fell asleep? I woke up to the sound of an engine. She was already in the submarine by then. Thought to myself, I have to escape. Next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. And then... Kamala! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. Wait, no, that's the wrong guy. She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. We've both been brave. Alright, so... guessing... other me took possession of Kamala and killed... Alright, Lynn. What happened? Ah, Sizzle, you're here! Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the Super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cavanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. Somehow. Good trick. And then we snooked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Alright, so that's how they got on. Okay, that's fine. I was thinking Jowd like swum to the bottom of the ocean and got in the submarine somehow. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Kamala. I found Kamala hiding here in the engine room. He had escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white, all of a sudden, next thing I know, I was dead. Boy, sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Kamala, are you okay? What? Kamala? Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you? You really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, well. See, there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camelot back! She has nothing to do with any of this! Right, I can't do that. This is my last chance. Phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? Didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I have expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? Oh, got a bad feeling about this. I've been had. Yes, you have. Bonk. Bench, huh? It's a feeling I just can't understand. See, because probably don't know what the word means. Of course not. You're not him. Right, I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd. As Camelot, when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add the again part. I think I do when it's like the 5th time you've died in one day. So let's see. Cause of death this time. What's that mysterious explosion? Pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. What do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. All right, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. Right, with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Okay. Come on, Girdle. Alright, and we don't have Missile to help us, so... we're gonna have to wait for Camelot to wake up before we can do anything. Can't reach it. Think I need to wait for her to stretch the gun out. Took time. Alright, now we can get to the gun. Can I do it with a gun? No. I can't get anywhere from there, so... You do? That's less helpful than I would have hoped. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver! Somehow managed to say that's not how I planned it. Come on, hurry! Now's your chance to get on the phone! Might be Detective Jowd. Right, better check it out. Hello, anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head up. Speak up, why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming, we're leaving. Let's see what's there. Oh, it must be true what they say. There are restless ghosts on board. That does it. Promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who's he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true, neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. Guess that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly.
Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip. Capsule up in the bomb. It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. Just a moment. Man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. Took time. I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just gonna go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment. Huh? But that's cheating! I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment going to go? What do these do? Won't budge. Maybe it's broken? Oh well, guess I don't have to lower it right now. If I ever had to move it, I'd probably get Lynn to do it for me. And then I'm stuck here. Okay. What did that do? Fuck. Why wasn't I allowed? Son of a bitch. No! Go back. I don't know what that does, but we turned it last time, so I'm gonna turn it again. This time, we'll be able to get on.
The Temsic fragment. You're mine at last. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned.
Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. See all the crew jammed into the thing. Cecil, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. That Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening.
Now then, I'd better hurry along, or Cecil discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Anoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the steep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil.
See, so they scuttle the submarine. That's what the explosions are. Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. A torpedo! It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. dog. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. Looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Check time. Fuck all else I can do here except this thing, so... Can't let it launch! What can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow? True detective never gives up. No, we certainly can't just ignore it. Alright, I'm in the torpedo, now what? There's no time, it's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What? How? If the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? Still something we can do. I hope. It was the I hope at the end, the strongest part of that sentence. Okay, here goes! Yeah, boy! What? How'd you get in here? Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Was this really the best move? I think so! We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it even get in here? Big time. Alright, where are we? We are in this joint. We can move to this thing. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. We can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Okay. Can't do anything with that. That's the detonator. Okay, so what does this do? You know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say that I do. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That, in turn, sets off the detonator. The detonator, huh? Must be that red button. How do we stop it? Didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow. Extra short a lot. Or not. This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. Before we can do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first. Get you out of here. It's a stubborn little thing, isn't it? Quite a worthy adversary. You do know the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. Until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. Oh, you're right. Only our missile was here right now. I have to get this little creature to leave somehow. This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it, the torpedo will explode. Oh, better be careful. But you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. You have to put the safety thing on before this thing blows up. Not gonna happen. I figured giving him like a free path out would work. Doesn't seem to care about that. Great. Dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights are heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. There. Jesus. It was like with 0 seconds to go, I think. There. We clamped the safety device on. We did it. That should keep the torpedo from exploding. It's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't really do anything about that. Oh. What was that noise? Like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Cecil, we did it! Fate averted. What's the matter? You still look unhappy, because you're still dead. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up. We still opened a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I learning things? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, worried about Kamala. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. Now slowly but surely filling the room. Water seeping into the hole where the torpedo hit. Gotta get them out of there. Better go meet up with Lynn. Took time. Lights went out, but the machine apparently still works. Sorta. Fortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use its movement to help me create a path. That's what I was trying to do. You rudely interrupted me. Better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. Just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. Are you the real Kamala, or are you still Cecil? Jen. Kamala, you're awake! How do you feel? So sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Oh, don't worry about that. That, wasn't you. Miss Kamala! Oh, Missile, you're here! Oh, poor Miss Kamala. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Cecil, you should be along any second. I knew Cece would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's gonna be with me now. We're all gonna drown here. It's gonna be great. Kamala! Miss Kamala! Get you out of here. It was the last thing I do. I think I'm gonna cry. I better send a signal to them. Or it's too late. Time. Oh, look at that flashlight. Ah, it's Cecil. He's here. You go. I'm glad you're here, Cecil. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. Better get out of that door as quick as we can. Won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. Water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. Only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Oh, a ladder right there. Hey, look at that ladder. Wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea, let's try it. Oh, and by the way, I can't swim. Neither can Kamala. Do you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Take time. Okay, I still don't have access to... Come on. What does this do? Okay. A glove. Book. Door. There's a door here too, but it's stuck on something, or I can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective. Oh, you did it, Cecil, thanks! How fucking hard would it be to climb up a ladder with somebody on your back that you need to also hold on to? Ah! No! What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Oh, great. Cecil, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. The contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. That's just taking things too far. Can I? Apparently I can. Oh, hey, great. You used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. Ah! And I've been yeeted all the way to the other side of the room. This is less ideal. Oh, great. Where am I? Ow. There I am. What happened now? It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. Can't believe we're still okay after that fall. We're really lucky, or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Hey, that's moving kind of fast. What now? Water sure is rising fast. Come on. Just have to go up to the top. See how I can help with my ghost tricks. Good time. Well, well. Think I see a familiar flame over there. Cecil, there you are! How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it's going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you? Of course! After all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! Took time. Okay. Cecil can't do anything. Here. You can swap the fans around, but what's the point? swapping a small fan with a big fan make a difference? Hang on. I don't see the point in moving the pipes, considering they're the same thing. Get way too far away from the rest of them anyway, so what needs to be moved here? Why does the torpedo have two doors in it? That's weird. Okay, is there something I can bring down? So missile can't activate items, you can just swap them. Obviously that's not going to make a difference. Maybe bringing the small fan down here won't change things? Did not. See if Lynn does anything with the flashlight. No, is the answer. Go up is easier said than done when I'm holding Kamala. I know, we're gonna try to create a path for you somehow. Water just keeps rising, please hurry. Oh, and by the way, did I ever tell you? Yeah, you can't swim, neither can Kamala. Oops, already said that, didn't I? Okay, well, good luck. Okay, Cecil, what do we do? I'm ready. There's a little doggy who's raring to go after his rest. We have to go create a path that will let Lynn up to the top and fast. So we look for anything and everything we can, move, and try things out. How about if we tip the whole submarine? If we could do that, there wouldn't be any problem. Well, in any case, I'm ready and raring to go. Alright, well, I am actually able to get this now, so let's move. I can't do that with the torpedoes or the transformer. I can do something with this. These pistons sticking out right in front of me, it's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge. Might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Kamala, I could probably do it easily. Cecil! You're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Kamala behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? Pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Pistons sticking out in front, it's almost like they're taunting me. It's like they're silently pressuring me to climb them. If they're doing that, Miss Lynn. It's like how much the pistons thrust out is related to how large the fans are. Hey Cecil, my arms are full, but my legs are free. If you could just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, We need 3 different sizes of fans. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the water is still rising up to my knees. It's freezing cold. Let's hold on. We better create a path fast. Hang in there, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. Okay, so... this is a medium fan. This is a small fan. I guess we need the large fan here. We need the large fan to be at the bottom, I think. Then the medium fan to be in the middle. Alright, try that. There, how about that? Wow, this is great! You made a staircase for me! Better hurry, I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. I didn't realize there were 3 different sizes. Hey, what's this bullshit? She had plenty of time. Ouch! Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? There's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay, Diesel can't get any further there, so... there. We'll get Missile up there to join him. Missile here. So by closing this valve, I've shut off the steam flow to that first pipe. What? Says the wrong button. Okay. Now what? He actually can't go anywhere. Okay. Look at this! If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? Each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way. Bet that will come in handy. Oh, fuck me, I can't tell the fucking difference. Here comes that water again! I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty! The more relevant point is that he's dead, so we can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about this steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. Okay, so that one's fine. Of these? Does that help? No. We knew. That help? Right, that works. How do I get to just this one? There we go. That was very much I'm just gonna guess here. There, how does that look? It looks great! All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. Still gotta be really hot though, right? Alright, now what? See the hook thing. Look up there! If I can just make it to that door, I can escape! Now how in the world am I gonna get up there? Don't yell at me. If you wanna yell, you can yell at me! That's all. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yeah, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Little. Considering I'm pretty sure I know what it's gonna be. Alright, I'm gonna get Cecil up there. Which was actually easy. On you get. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Ah, come on! This is some cheat. This is some rubber banding bullshit. Come on, Dirtle. Come on, Lynn. You can do it. Oh, sorry, I can't open it. Sorry, I can't open it. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it. Hurry. Not any way to ask for something. Took time. I don't think I can open it either. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no! Uh-oh. No! Come on, Jode. This way. What's that? Ah! Oh no, that's not. Somebody has created a weird claw arm from a bunch of different parts. Who can do that? Who has those kind of powers? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Well, he just said ray of light, so I guess we can assume they're talking about the lamp guy. Quick break, because I need to urinate. I will be back fairly. to it. 17. I think there's 18 chapters total. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. Long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? A lot of different parts. But at the bottom is... Okay, what the fuck? See, you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance, I seem to have lost my body. Oh, you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? You knew? How come you didn't do anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? Thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. The fuck am I? Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you. What happened? Can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. Can't remember who you are? That's right. Came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. Quite a bit of tonight. I thought I was you, Cecil. Cecil? My name isn't Cecil. I bet you'll remember really soon. Who you are and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. The engine room was destroyed. There's a hole in the hull. It's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? Thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsik fragment. I didn't know I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It's power and time. Don't mind. We'd like to hear more. Radiation's power effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. Meteorite's radiation. Spirits' special powers. Like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah. My powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago. Died in the same stupid position? Fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So, of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute! Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. You died right in the crater. This is exactly what I said. Aren't the Temzik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation, too? Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. The fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. I think he might be having a thought there now that he knows what Cecil can do. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing, I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. Just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Next to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago. My body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed. Not really alive. Not really dead. Pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me. Ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Revenge. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? No, went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister. Made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. But that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. They kidnapped the wrong girl. Did I know? They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temzik. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super. They were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, so was I. I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temzik fragment. And here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. Of course, you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Incredible power. First time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. You'll never see it come back. Hey, that's sick. How are you getting on? The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. What's up, everybody? Junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. Then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. It'd be me fucking with everything and making sure Lynn doesn't die. I showed up. Yeah, the rating thing is weird when you're the streamer. You have to make sure you stop it, but you can't stop it early because if you do, the raid doesn't happen, and it's kind of weird. Anyway, we are playing Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. We're actually pretty close to the end of the game. So catch up, everybody. At the beginning of the game, we died. And when we died, we were given a little bit of time to sort of figure out who shot us, why did they shoot us, who we even are, because we had lost our memory from the murder and so on. And as part of that, we were able to possess objects and activate them in certain ways. So we could, make balls roll or make cranes flip up and that kind of thing. I know this game. Is it Nintendo's? It was a DS game. It was exclusive to the Nintendo DS, and then they released a HD remaster of it like a month ago. So that's what we're playing here. I'm playing this on PS5. And we have walked through a bunch of conspiracy things. We have rescued Lynn multiple times. She has died multiple times tonight, and we've had to wind back the clock and undo it quite a few times. But now we are getting to the point where a lot of different story threads are all kind of coming together. This guy, who is a collection of junk parts, is the main villain. And it's who we thought we were for the whole game, but it turns out now that no, we were actually somebody else. Still don't know who. This all transpired from an event that happened 10 years ago when a meteorite struck this guy while he was still human, killed him. But when it killed him, it gave him special powers. The meteorite stayed within his body and then regenerated his body, so he's been kind of stuck between being alive and dead for the last 10 years, and has been slowly attempting to get revenge on people for subjecting him to his current state. But now, he tried to do a deal with a foreign government. They have betrayed him, they've stolen the meteorite fragment that was in his body, so he can't get back to his body now, and he's kind of stuck in this junk heap with us in a leaking submarine at the bottom of the ocean. So that's where we are right now. Probably about to die pretty soon. Or not. Anyway, I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then, something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. Hey, this is the violent game for that news recap. I promise it is not that violent. At all. Yes, that's it. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. An inspector calls me no end of trouble. Why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temzik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temzik sooner or later. Only violent game is not playing Dark Souls. Yes, you're doing violence on your chat by not playing Dark Souls. And that's pretty much the whole story. Only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. I mean, typically coffins are for the... That makes sense. There's no escape. No, don't harass me. Harass Lustig instead. I think I kind of understand now. You've been feeling these 10 years. You what, mate? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless ocean. This must be how you felt all along. Then? Kamala! Is it true we're stuck here? What? Oh, My dad was here. I bet he'd save us. My dad's cooler than your dad. He could do it. Isn't it Camila? I don't know. I've been calling her Kamala, and it never, They don't pronounce the name in the game, so I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go Kamala, because I've been saying it the whole time. Kamala, I'm so sorry! That's funny. What is it, Cecil? Something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temzik fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? Question. I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. We have GPS or something. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. Oh, that present from the Inspector in White. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in the person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? Oh, we should be able to figure something out between the three of us. Also, there's a dog. His name is Missile. He's also dead. Don't worry about it. It's fine. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Trick time. Alright, actual gameplay. How do I get out of here? That's a good question. No, I don't want to talk to anybody. What does this do? Okay, makes sense. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly! I've been thinking about this for a while now. Don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off. That's the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Alright, I'm in the grapes. Can I call somebody? Torpedo room, I guess? The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram exactly. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up. Something like that. Well, climb up to the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, we'll see you there then. That was fast. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me, because his name is Missile. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Yep, she just knows how to do that. That's fine. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. How does she know how to do it? Okay, let's try it. Good luck! Trick time. Right. I can't go anywhere. What does this do? Fucking nothing. Got it. Oh, I can't use missile. Okay. I don't think it's this one. Missile, can you get out of the way? What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. You lend me your strength, Missile. Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Now I can use Missile. He can't get that far though. Alright, anyway. No, I didn't fucking do it. Which one budge? Maybe it's broken? I don't think the entire device is broken. Probably works just fine if only I could move the switch. Just have to find a way to move it somehow. Can't do it with my powers alone. Yeah, okay, right. So we need Missile to swap the switches around. And then Diesel can use it. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. Something's odd. What is it? Command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power? I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay. Hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Check time. Oh, I can't bring Missile. I can't bring Missile with me in the missile. Or the torpedo, rather. I've already set the... nope, that's not her. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room, so don't fuck it up. Okay, got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and say, yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but alright. That'll probably be my last task tonight. So hold on until we get back. Okay. Come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't. How can I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Kamala behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. Can't do it either. Ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can't understand that. Or I can understand that, rather. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Is Kamala? I just know you and CZ can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then, don't worry. It's Kamala! That's a good boy, Missile. Okay, trying to fire us in. Blind fire us into the ocean. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. Everybody count. We're ready. Diesel? Yeah. Never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. It matters a little bit to me, to be honest. Okay. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. We're gonna see each other again, right, CZ? Right, Missile? That's right. We promised, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend! Alright, that was awkward. How did she program in the torpedo to, like, track the control room, but deliberately miss it by a short margin? I don't think you can do that. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. How can a ray of light of hope reach this far? Down into the deep sea. Or I can think of an answer. 12 seconds are up. Don't make me do it. I'm gonna fuck it up. Alright, they do it for us. That's fine. Alright, so the Jowd's dead. Detective Jowd. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is gonna do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Perfect time. I apologize ahead of time for Detective Jowd's voice. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. Oh, he's Kamala. What about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, you know. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do this to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I don't know who's talking here. I'll assume it's the other guy. I know the answer to that one. No, it's not. Because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Oh, the void was speaking. No. Are you Omiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? Well, that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. Those people on the Anoa were calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. Sure, there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I'm mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? The project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. Okay, I'm in software development? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. Me, just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. But you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. Never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies.
It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect.
I was the guy who built the core of the system.
The police arrested you, and then that incident happened.
Escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent?
About 6 months after your death. So sorry, Yomiel.
10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? It didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain.
These are all characters you've met in the game.
In fact, it only made it worse.
Actually, they're all people we've prevented from dying. Or had to roll back time to stop dying.
I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it, it's exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering.
And so that's why you murdered Alma. Alma is Detective Jowd's wife. Kamala had set up this sort of Rube Goldberg thing machine for her birthday, and it would like set off a bunch of stuff and set off like poppers, and the cake would show up, and it would like elaborate kind of magician thing. And Yomiel, as it turns out, changed how the machine worked, and it ended up shooting his wife instead. This is more of a novel type game. Yeah, it is. There's like puzzly stuff, but we're getting to like the crux of the story, like the climax. So there's a lot of talking basically at this part. But he made it seem like Kamala had shot her, and Kamala wasn't really able to handle that. Detective Jowd, not being able to talk about ghosts and possession and stuff like that, ended up taking the hit for it. So he was imprisoned for murdering his wife, even though that's not what happened. But it was there to protect Kamala and also protect the secret of like ghosts and possessions and stuff like that.
That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt.
What?
It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. Came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal.
There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal?
A new life.
Life?
I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me.
Rebirth? A new beginning, huh?
I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul. name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. Boring. That's the kind of life I asked them for. Completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I could know for anything more than that. Make it all come true. I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And even figured out what Temzik was all about.
And you had no idea they were doing all this?
Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temzik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of manipulator's power.
Yes, that's Inspector Cabanella. He does that a lot.
Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, huh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? Just looks like an ordinary peaceful park. There are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. Park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale.
So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meat through it.
Lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite. Well, that's it.
So the upshot of your grand deal was this, huh?
Yeah. The ending I deserve.
But at least there's one thing you must be happy about.
What's that?
I'm dead. You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever.
Well, shall we get started? Start with what? Bring Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now?
But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Kamala we'd save them.
Can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. Guided by fate tonight to this place. Won't give up now.
Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us.
Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death.
So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective.
What?
There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective.
What are you talking about? That would mean...
And you are trapped here too! By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective.
What?
Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Sick moves, though. Somebody programmed it to do that, too. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Command Assist likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective.
pew. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems. Detective? Abila, forgive me. Pew. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. Possibility of turning the situation around. Alright, so this is like the main mechanic of the game. You go back in time, you have 4 minutes-ish to undo all the problems. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at the Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. This change in his shell give us some kind of lead? Confused with the talking cum. Water drop. Yeah, it does look like sperm, all right. So up until this point in the game, the talking sperm looked like this guy. But the last chapter or so, we've discovered that that's not us. We've just been we died around his corpse, and we assumed that was us. We don't have our memory. Mistook that. And now, since clearly that's not us, we don't know what we look like. So now we're a floating cum with sunglasses. I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is. That they're afraid of. Yes, it's to send us back in time to your death and prevent that instead. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. His body cycled between the moments that separate his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death? But, wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. 10 motherfucking years ago. Find out. When we get there, let's move! Yeah, we're going really far back this time. Communication, good God. That's how you have a good time in bed, though. You know, it's important that a couple have good communication. I fell back. Nope, wrong voice. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. Then I saw it. Final death. At the end of his long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. Okay, I don't know. Final journey to the truth. Starts near meow. Stick, did you add to yourself? Yes. Mistakes were made. Well, I was wondering what the last chapter was. Oh, that definitely is. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temsic meteorite fell. So, like, undoing this death would undo pretty much the entirety of the game at this point. Okay. Apology accepted. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Right, there's Baby Lynn. is she making? Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Yes. No, just calm down. Drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. And there's the cat from, like, the very beginning of the game. Huh? Oh, Nikita, shoo! You might get hurt. And... kablamo!
What happened?
What happened? And then he yeeted Lynn. Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. Although I didn't actually do anything, but whatever. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I am a police detective. So, that's the Thameslink meteorite, huh? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. I can't stop Thameslink from falling from the sky. We might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? Chicken? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. That meteorite fragment doesn't get him. I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. My fate is to die here, and I accept that. Be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Alright, we have 4 minutes to stop him from being pierced by that meteorite. Took time. Now, how are we gonna save you? Lynn would just wander off somewhere. That would solve everything. Another sweet potato is almost ready. Ha! She's not gonna budge from that spot. But, you know, it makes me wonder. Little girl all alone in the park listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, Lynn won't budge from that spot. And we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Okay. Wait, where the fuck is... Anyway. Okay, can't do much with those. Roasted sweet potato. Alright, I think we need to wait before we can do anything. Oh, no. Alright, I think we gotta wait. Hold it. Time. Alright, now we're in the sweet potato. What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. It's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys sure are making me want to try one. Alright, now what? What are you doing? You're gonna hurt Miss Lynn's ears. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. You're really startled. You even made her drop her sweet potato. How much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed. Albeit ever so slightly. Right. Did that help me in any way whatsoever? Not really. I can't move from here. I can't get up there. Okay. You made her deaf? Good. Fate has changed quite a bit, alright. If she was here, she'd be like, hey, can we roll time back a little bit so I'm not going through life death? That'd be thanks. Appreciate it. Is this the same thing? That's the same. Okay. Same. Okay, now what? I don't know. So missile is the green filter, and missile can go further than Cecil, but missile can't actually interact with objects. He can only swap positions with things that are roughly the same shape. Alright, I don't really know what to do here, so we're gonna wait and stop. I don't know what to do. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Oh, we have to change the fragment's path somehow. Looks like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way. If we work together, you and me, I thought we'd be able to do something. Ah, that's funny. I wonder why he's using the past tense. Because we didn't go back in time for it? Hang on. We're gonna go back to... Can't reach that. These can be swapped around, but I don't really know how to. I've lost control of the scene now as well. There's gotta be a way to... that we can move these two from that spot. Which means we have to do something with the Temsic fragment instead. That should be easy with our powers. It should be. Why am I not getting things right? I think you're right, Missile. It's gonna be the grand finale. We're gonna rewind the clock again.
am I not seeing? Can I do this again? Please don't do that! Just thought maybe you would wake her up. Even if you did wake her up, what good would that do at the moment? You're the one who needs to wake up, Cecil. Doggy says some pretty smart things sometimes. Do anything with this? I can't get that far. Okay, I think what I have to do is get that sweet potato to that position, and then have Cecil jump into it so that he can set that nozzle off, and then have Missile swap the sweet potato with the big statue, and then swap the big statue with one of the ones on the posts, and then the meteorite won't be able to hit him. We're gonna have to go back to do this. Oh, look at that sweet potato! That big, scary sweet potato! That's not a sweet potato, Missile, that's Mino. Oh, right, of course! But look at them, the potato and Mino! Right now, they both have the same shape! So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go, and I'm gonna need your help. My help? Get out. There. Cecil is stuck in there, and I can't get past him. Just go there. I don't want you to swap. Just go to that spot. That's what I want you to do. How the fuck do I get up there? No, fuck. Wrong button. I need to get Cecil out of this nozzle
can't get missile to the nozzle while he's in there. Oh, I'm stupid. I should have just waited. Might have enough time now. That should do it. Oh, look! The lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. Just might hold out for a little while longer. Oh, Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sit firmly in its way, fate should change. Well, let's find out. Let's just knock it over and crushes him instead. There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Oh, the Omio's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? Path? No! Ugh! In my balls! Ugh! Detective Jowd! Temsic fragment shot through his leg! What? Fucked off my leg? Cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Ugh. Come on! Put it down! No, put the gun down, now! If you don't, we're going to shoot him! No, if it's detective training or what. Even though he's shaking for the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! Phew. No! I knew it. This is my true fate. The end. I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen! Missile! The bullet is stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet! Now let's swap it with something! What? With what? Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment. Is what made you pull the trigger. Won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. To do that, we have to stop this bullet. Must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Eat sweet potato. That was hurt. Oh no, stop the bullet. We still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed. But I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death had changed, but still, it's just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. Yeah, probably paralyzed. We were overlooking one thing. Wheel of Fate was still slowly turning. No! Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over, we're out of time! Miss Lynn! It's not over yet! There isn't anything else to swap with! Now we just let it play out and try to find another way next time. Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. Then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I'm not doing that. Why not? Sure, fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. What can we do now? Even if we work together? I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Cecil and I do? Nothing. Don't forget, I'm here too. 3 kinds of powers among us. We ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomiel! Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. Use your powers to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me, let's go. Alright, I'll move there. Now, gather your strength. Make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead. Okay, sure. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. Now remember, you'll only have a split second. Okay, do it. Got it. Come on, Girdle. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Oh, me? What can I do? Think you know the answer to that? Oh, okay, got it. You can swap them. Hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Amino. What can we do? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I needed. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Catch. No. I die. Ye gods. Since they know nothing about possession or manipulation, he'll go down as... Even though he kidnapped her in the first place. But it's fine. Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister. Is your knee okay? No, it's fucked for the rest of my life. Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. In fact, my knee is somewhere over there in the bushes. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister! I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? I'm a police detective. You would think you could go call the police for me. I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. Detective's badge? T-pose. Assert dominance. Thanks! Okay, you know what to do, little detective. If I stand up now, my legs will snap in half. He's a big dumb idiot. Are you alive? Yes, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. As if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, glad it happened. Kitty! Hey, mister. Found this kitten, it was over there. Come to think of it. I just saw it a few minutes ago. Probably a stray. Kind of limp, is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. It's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured already. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Cecil's. Cecil? Name Cecil echoes in my head. It's my real name. I'm fucking cat this whole time. Long, lonely 10 years. You're my one and only friend. How about it? Remember now. Old friend. Nani? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, Nikita, sure, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. No recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. Took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. Took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." Man named me Cecil. It's the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me. They weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. Time passed, my powers gradually changed. First, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. Then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. This is like the very, very beginning of the game. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. Possesses Lynn. Shoots her. But I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Cecil then. Wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend? Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in the country when I left. Then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. Lynn had shot him the first time. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What? I wasn't able to control her completely. First bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil inside that bag. Yeah. That's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. That's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. You said it. Roll credits. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. Kept trying to remember being human, because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turned out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? You knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences and the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things. From the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean? Can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. I could do those things. I would have saved your life. And my own, probably. Not only that, I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here, 10 years in the past now. It's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Cecil's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yeah, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, huh? That makes it fairly final. So, Yomiel, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yeah, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, guess it's time we got back. The new 10 years later was just born. Alright, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Kamala again! So, past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. Nani? Memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did. Crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, huh? No matter what the reason. There's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. It's an inexcusable crime of my new life. When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. Be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. It's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Cecil. So very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel. Cecil? Are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. I'll just have to wait until then. Cecil, I'll never forget you! I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So, let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. You think you could live with a cat if it could actually talk to you? We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now, each going back to our own new present. Said goodbye to the parts of our stories that will be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait. Before we go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. I don't know who's talking. Before I cease to exist. So, this lamp is kind of our tutorial at the beginning, and he was also sort of explaining that, you know, you're dead and you have tricks and you can use them to change things. And he's sort of been kind of a mentor for the first third of the game. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray. Guess you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. Don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Let me ask you a question, Ray. I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight. First of which was hers. You had not been there for her tonight. Her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. A story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Shot her dog. Stole the wooden box from the ceiling, hiding place, and left. So we're sort of recapping the whole game here, but as a what if we weren't there to do anything? Two little dead bodies were left behind. Killed a kid too? However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that, the powers of the dead, but how? He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyway. With all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Wait a minute. He died just as Cecil passed by him? Or Yomiel, rather? That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the man. There still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? Okay. He decided to wait it out. He just fucking waited. Okay. He decided to wait until that night came again. That's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So you've been Missile this whole time? So that was you, huh? Ancient Missile. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. Couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. You decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. Then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Now here's the problem. How did he do that? And that? Because Missile can't manipulate objects. Just swap places with them. How did he do that? Wait. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second. You were able... Okay, well, they're going to address it. Alright, fair enough. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. In that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? I couldn't. From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? May not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. Something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night, the first time around. What? We what? We what, mate? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. Made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me. I was shot on the night first time around as well. You lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? Wanted to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. Then I pieced out, I guess. Then you disappeared. Way over the telephone line. Really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be path to the man in red, Yomiel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction.
do it.
Alright, I gotta hydrate now. Done. That's empty.
And I gave you a time limit.
Time limit.
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. The man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over.
You mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that, yeah, completely made up. Little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
You son of a bitch. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. How does it feel to be outsmarted by a dog?
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile. Waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Kamala, huh?
Of course.
Because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil. So the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. Made my way back to a new present. How come it's dark? Just turn on the lights here. Oh, it's Lynn talking. Oh well. Uh-oh. Not again. It's the Rube Goldberg machine that got Alma shot. Although there's no gun to shoot her this time, so it should be fine. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee! It worked! Not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again.
That's all right. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Oh, thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home!
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. He was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Kamala. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Something wrong? I have one of those badges too. Oh, this, yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. Yours looks a lot older than mine, though.
How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? Me, this is the symbol of a real detective.
Been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, huh?
Now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will, that you will.
Hey, don't forget about me. The real star of the show. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're the same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Cecil. Cecil. I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Cecil likes you, Lynn. And Mother is still alive.
Very good. Everything is fine. Everything worked out. Totally fine. Except for Yomiel, who's probably dead or in prison. I never did a voice for her. Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. She's dead. She didn't have a voice. I didn't have a voice for her. Bet you're just like me. Destiny led. Oh, hang on. That's probably her. Your destiny led you here somewhere. How am I too? Put me down. So we meet again, Cecil. Just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. And I learned something. They're fucking idiots. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, some way. Also, I hate being picked up. And now, this is my new fate. Apparently still have cat powers. Or not cat powers, ghost powers? Who knows? Well, I learned something. They should all die. Because I really am a cat. Suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful something. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Hey, Shu Takumi, who you may know better for the Ace Attorney series. This is, I think they made Ace Attorney in between, or they made Ghost Trick in between Ace Attorney and The Great Detective or something like that. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Impressive. This is all just a prologue for the game where there's cat shooting guns? Absolutely. What's it called? Gord? Goro? Gore? Something like that? Gore, I think it's called. And they're all copying Cabanella? There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? Definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What the dog doing? I think he's trying to lick Lynn's face. Oh, Lynn. Camilla's face. Or the police officer. Inspector Cabanella kind of dances into scene a lot. A little bit like Michael Jackson style stuff. Here's your food, gentlemen. I'm not going to remember these guys' voices. Emery, what you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop. He has new shoes and they're itchy. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Yeah, Inspector Cabanella kind of just dances into scenes. He doesn't really walk anywhere, but he's also like their best detective. So everyone is trying to be like him. I've never cooked this way before, so exciting. I'm not gonna. How does he? What the hell was that fourth one? Is this really necessary? This new curried chicken menu item? Oh, but they're very bad. No. No. Too late. I was gonna try to do Italian voice, but it took me too long. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? That's the Curry Bandit. So Yomiel had possessed him and he took the police chief hostage to sort of showcase his powers. So on live TV he'd be like, how did anybody manage to get through all of these defenses and somehow took the police chief hostage? Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not a word, beauty. My dear, I follow the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. kilograms? Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. That's victory right now. When you just blow up a safe and get a bunch of chicken. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? Well, that's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Oh no, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. Again, they were separated during the story. The bad guys were trying to kidnap his daughter, but they accidentally kidnapped Kamala by mistake. And I guess it worked out. She boinked his head with a glass, yeah. Isn't that how you... Cheers? Splash. This deal is going quite well, oh, I must say. These grapes are quite good, my man. Leona is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, so be forewarned, sir. Together, man. You trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. There was a lot of her saying, here's to something something, and then drinking wine. She's pretty much drunk for the whole game. This is another guy who was... a piece of pigeons, long live rock and roll. He was also imprisoned for singing state secrets in a live concert. Again, something that Yomiel did to prove to the bad guys that his powers worked. Stop the bar from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. And that guy lives in the park, and he's trying to stop the housing thing from being built. Again, we had to rescue. A lot of these people died during the game and had to be rescued. This guy dances when he is stressed, and he's always stressed. Today's the day, you know. It's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me, say, next week? You got it. Smartphone promotion. When was that? I'm wondering how many of these work on the remaster and how many of them are the main one. Alright, so Yomiel has swapped places with Detective Jowd. Jowd was in this position during the game. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. What was he painting? Thank you, Cecil. Never know what he was painting. Oh, he was painting Cecil. Okay. He's painting a moving picture. That's impressive. It's a good trick. Everybody say cheese. Why wasn't the wife in the picture? Is she taking the picture, I guess? And now all the rest of the credits, nobody cares. All the good parts are over with. Anyway, that was my playthrough of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective as part of my Foley Fables series. Foley Fables series is when I play games mostly for their story. So games that have a fairly prominent story or narrative where their gameplay isn't super prominent, I guess is the way to put it. I'm not sure what the next game in that series will be, because I do want to take a break from it for a bit, because I need to focus on my other Final Fantasy series, where I'm trying to play through all of the Final Fantasy games. And I've only really started that, so I've only played through the first one, but we're going to move on to Final Fantasy 2 this week at some point. I'm also working my way through Final Fantasy 16, which is the latest Final Fantasy game. On the weekend, I will be starting Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the original, as I'm trying to also play through all the Resident Evil games. So I'll be working my way through that. I'm a little further in the Resident Evil ones, to be fair. So I played through the original Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 2, the Resident Evil 2 remake, the original Resident Evil 4, the original Resident Evil 4 remake, I guess. So we're going to do Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I don't know if I'll do the remake straight away, or if I will play Code Veronica after it. It'll be Code Veronica, then the Resident Evil original remake, Resident Evil 0, then Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil series has a very, very strange chronological order to it. Anyway, and it's the Final Fantasy series as well that I'm working my way through. Whatever the next Foley Fables will be, it'll probably be a game called Stasis, which is a isometric RPG where I think you are stranded in this like underwater lab kind of thing, and shit has gone wrong, as things tend to do. Fate averted. Okay. Also, possibly this week, I will have another entry in my Foley Plays Games a Bit series, which is where I take a look at newly released games and we play like the first couple of hours of it. So recently, we played Little Gator Game. That was last week because Playtronic gave me a key, which was nice of them, so sponsoring it. So we played through a little bit of Little Gator Game. The week before that, we played Atlas Fallen, which is not particularly good. I didn't really like it all that much. Before that, we played After Image, which is a Kickstarter Metroidvania type thing with hand-drawn art. It's very pretty, and I quite liked it. And I think the next game we'll play in Foley Plays Games a Bit will probably be a big game called After Us, which is a bit like Journey and a little bit like Okami. It's like you trying to bring nature back to like a desolate land and that kind of thing. But anyway, that's it from me for today, or for tonight. So I will be back on Tuesday for Final Fantasy 2, and then I typically stream pretty much every day except Monday, because that's when I play D&D. But otherwise I stream every single day, usually in the evening. It should be around 7 p.m. British summer time, so whatever that is, your equivalent time zone. Anyway, thanks for dropping by with the raid, Lustig and Dimitri, for joining in the chat, as well as anyone who was lurking there too. It's appreciated. If you want to catch up on whatever the whole shit was going on in Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, you can do that over on YouTube, youtube.com/DoomTrain5. You can do all that over there. As well as all of my VODs are all hosted over there on YouTube. There's at least 1,000 videos over there at this point. I'm sure there's something you'll find that you'll like there. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Have a good rest of your evening. Consider dropping a follow or a subscribe over on YouTube, or subscribe here if you really want to. But otherwise, hopefully I'll see some of you back for Final Fantasy 2 on Tuesday. Right, have a good evening. Bye-bye.